Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today, I got me an Instax Mini 40. I can't say the name of this, but anyway, this is made by Fuji, and it's pretty much, they're like the brand to go to when it comes to like Polaroids, instant camera kind of thing. So yeah, Fuji has been doing this forever, as far as I know. After, you know, the whole we no longer use film kind of thing, and Polaroid kind of abandoned it. Yeah, by the way, Polaroid is coming back. Did you know that? Who would have thought? Anyway, but Fuji is now the player in this instant film kind of space. And I got me here a Mini 40. Now, I do have some of the other minis, but this one right here is pretty much the best of the best, I would say. As you can see, the aesthetic on this thing is pretty phenomenal. There's only one other camera. I forgot which number that was, but it was, I feel like it was smaller than this, and it looked like a real rangefinder type of deal. But this right here, look at this. This is like a fantastic looking Insta camera right here. It doesn't look like all the other one where, you know, the other one kind of looked like a kid's toy. Well, this one right here looks like an actual true rangefinder that you can actually use. It looks like it's made for adult, you know? Yeah, but anyway, it's a Mini 40. That's what this one is. Now, here's the thing though. A lot of you probably look at it like this and go, yeah, this is what the camera looks like. But really, when you're using it, you're actually using it vertically. Yes. The reason why I say that is because if you look at some of these photos, by the way, which we've been recently has been taking these photos, it comes out of the camera this way. And so when you literally hold it like this to take your photo, okay? Because, you know, Polaroid, right? You want it to be vertical like this, not like this. I was fairly surprised as well, but it looks great just sitting horizontal like this. It looks fantastic. Anyway, enough about the looks. Let's go into the details of this thing and what I've discovered so far. First off, if you want to take a selfie, there is a little selfie lens. Ooh, that thing is terrible. Yeah, there's a little mirror on here. It's really not glass, by the way. It's just plastic. But you can see yourself on there while you're taking a photo. Pretty much when you're holding it like this, you can actually see yourself in there and kind of gauge what you would look like. But yeah, that's what this little bitty thing right here is for. And then for this one right here, if you want to start it up, you press this little button over here, and that comes out. See that? So, boom, it just comes out. Now, here's the thing though, sometimes this little door right here gets stuck, because when I do that, you see now it opens, right? And then as you can see, this light comes on, it tells you that, hey, the battery is ready for the flash. That's essentially what it is. The whole battery thing actually runs the flash. That's where it's gonna suck up the most power. So it uses 2AA. Have not changed it out ever since I've gotten it. So far so good. If you notice that, you know, your flash is a little weak, maybe change that out. That's what it would help. Other than that, the battery used to print the photo, you know, push the photo out of the slot right here, but that's about it. Yeah, press this, it opens up, and you're good to go. And you know what, when you're holding it like this, and then this finger right here, this button right here, is where you press to take a picture. Pretty cool. Yeah, this thing looks fantastic. By the way, there's a bunch of like little holes for lanyard. I'm not sure like if that's a thing or not, but there's holes right here for the lanyard, which comes with the camera. But then there's also another hole down here at the bottom for the lanyard. And then there's also holes in the front right here for the lanyard. Yeah, they're everywhere. So take your pick. There's plenty of holes for it. And when you're done with this one right here, you just, boom, that's it right there. You close it up. Anyway, loading film, you just literally open this thing up. I already have some film in there, so I can't really open it right now. Now, you're probably asking, if I open it up and there's still film inside of it, what would happen? Well, the answer is it will expose the first one that is on top. It's going to expose that film, that one film. This is one film that's on top. So I don't know if you know about film, but light is what creates these images. It just imprints these lights onto the film. That's all it does right there. It actually doesn't see you. It just sees lights. And when you open this thing up, it exposes that first one, but you should be good to go. You can do your fixing, whatever you want to do, close it back up, take a picture, and you'll see that it's that first one that comes out is pre-exposed because you've already exposed it. But after that, should be fine. You should be fine. Film pack. This is the film pack right here, and they have it in this little, I don't know, bag that protects it, not because, you know, like you're gonna dent it or anything like that, but it protects it from the light. This one right here keeps it dark inside of it until you're ready to use it. Okay, so the quality of these photos that's coming out. Well, let me just show you what the quality looks like. Okay, they've been pretty fantastic. So first off, I'm gonna throw this one on here. So this one right here, we took it, by the way, in pretty much indoor dark. It's dark. My stairwell, there's no light on there at all. And the flash, this is what came from the flash. And it looks like this. So I say the film is pretty incredible for something that has no lights at all and using just the front flash. And you know, if you guys have ever done photography, flash just pretty much ruins a lot of the photos. But I feel like the flash on this one right here, you see how the skin tones is all there still? It doesn't overexpose it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that looks great. And look, he's wearing glasses and it doesn't reflect off of it. And we have our camera literally right in front of us. Yeah, so I think that first photo right there looks fantastic, indoor without any lights. Now let's look at some of the photos with lights. Okay, so this is out in like pure sunlight. So this is what pure sunlight looks like right here, the photo. That looks great, right? It doesn't look like it's overexposed. Look at his shirt. You can kind of still see some of the detail off his shirt. But here's the other thing, right? Look at these photos. It looks retro. That's the beauty about this, is that this thing just looks pure retro. I mean, it felt like he took it in the 80s. And look at this photo that he took with his friends. Yeah, I know that I was squinting because the sun is so bright out there. But look at the way it exposes the film. Look at the track, the brown track back there. Fuji just has this look to it where these Insta camera is perfect for it because of the way Fuji processed their color. This is the latest one that we did right here. He's just literally skating outdoor. But look at this, okay? The reason why I want to show you this is because you see there are dark areas and then there's really brightly lit sunny area. And look how the camera is able to adjust to that. You can still see him. Yeah, it looks fantastic. I totally love this thing. I actually bought this for my son, but I think I might grab one for myself actually. And here's one, you know, just literally a regular photo out in the sun. This one right here, I had to like get down on my knees and shoot up from him just so that, you know, we could get the board up there. About this lens, it's pretty wide. I say it's about 20 millimeter wide, 24 millimeter wide. That's some great photo right there, guys. Indoor with just the camera flash. Okay, so next up, I want to take a picture of maybe this plant right here and show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna pop that thing out. The light comes on saying that the flash is ready. I'm not sure if I need the flash or not, but let's see here. By the way, this viewfinder right here, what you see on the viewfinder may not come out exactly as what's on the photo, okay? Don't think it's a digital viewfinder. meaning whatever you see in there is what you get. It's not it. This is just literally a peephole for you to see through to gauge if someone is in frame or not. That's it. All right. Okay. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to take a picture of the beautiful fake plants here. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's see here. I'm going to mount all of these photos right here, and then just do like a really cool. There we go. So this is what it looks like when it comes out, and it actually stays there until you take the photo. It doesn't fall. You see that? So it stays there until you take the photo. So now let's just time it to see how long it takes to develop the photo. While it's developing, I want to talk about like the actual photography here. All right. So I think this camera right here, after about 2 weeks of usage, I noticed that the best way to use this camera is in sunlight. So if you're out there, you're taking pictures of things, take it in bright sunlight. Yeah, that's something that's just unheard of in photography, by the way. You try to avoid the sunlight, get in the shade, you know. But with these film camera, I noticed it looks really good in the sunlight. And on top of that, second rule is that find something that has a lot of color. So if you look on their box, they usually show you colors like yellow, or here's one with the car that's red. You see that? Some kind of color that pops, like bright colors. If you do that, these photos are gonna come out fantastic. All right? It's kind of like my table right here, which is yellow, right? I have this yellow mat on here. I think it's gonna look fantastic. And by the way, it's almost done here. You can see it's still trying to develop. Okay, so we're going on at about 2 minutes and 20 seconds here. And it's almost fully developed. Obviously, the more air you give it, the faster it develops for some reason. I don't know. This is back in the days when we were doing film stuff. Okay, so right now we're hitting about 4 minute mark here, and there's still a little bit of white to it, so I'm still gonna let it, develop. But let's talk about the different format in Insta camera right here. This camera in particular, it has the mini format. That's the reason why if you look at these, it's gonna say Instax mini. Yeah, it's gonna say those kind of things. Then there's also the square format, and then there's also the Y format. Those are the other two formats that you're gonna find. Just make sure that you buy the correct film with the correct camera. Anyway, guys, it's been 5 minutes right here. It's coming up on the 5 minute mark, and you can see that it's developed pretty nicely. The yellow looks good, and you can see some of the vignetting around the film. I think that's what makes this looks fantastic right here. This is such a cool retro look to it because of the vignette. And look at the color. Compare this color to the color on my table. What do you think, huh? Yeah. So anyway, that's it right there. That's what it develops into. It takes about 5.5 minutes for it to kind of develop into a full picture. So just keep that in mind, okay? Anyway, that's it for me right there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.